Hey everybody, I received a comment on a recent video. I want to read it for you because it really got me thinking and feeling like maybe I do need to do another check-in. And if you don't like these videos, let me know. I don't usually share that much about myself, so it's a little uncomfortable for me also. But anyway, the comment reads, Katie, how are you? And there was a chunk at the beginning, it was a question about the video itself, but it said, Katie, how are you? I've noticed in early videos you are more energetic than in your current videos and podcasts. Are you okay? Are you stressed? Are you stretched thin? Exhausted due to moving? Tired to all that's come out of COVID? Do you need a vacation? I don't mean to bombard you with questions or assumptions. Maybe you're fine, and it's just my interpretation. We all care about you and want to make sure you're getting what you need in your life. Take care, Katie. And I thought this, I don't know, I'm probably going to cry because it's been a lot. And there's been a lot I haven't even talked to you guys about. But I love all of you. And I just wanted to share that because that comment didn't bombard me. It wasn't overwhelming. I thought it was really sweet and it was thoughtful. And I'm sure you have felt it because I felt it. And it's not just one thing. I feel, first of all, it's been a lot. Moving was stressful. I'm super fortunate to be able to move and to own a home. And that's super amazing to get Roxy. Like there's wonderful things that come out of every hard time. But I don't think anyone would disagree with me saying that the past 2 years have been like an entire shit show. And moving during COVID was really stressful. And home ownership in and of itself is wonderful, but it's also stressful because it's financially stressful. And then there's just a lot of logistics of, oh, well, now we need a plumber because this toilet is leaking for some reason. You know, things that Sean and I never had to deal with before. And we also have never had anything depend on us. And Roxy depends on us. And I love that. And I love her. But it's just another layer of things that I'm dealing with. And then not to mention just still the fact that COVID is a thing. I know that we're finally kind of getting back to normal. But it still doesn't feel free it's not as easy for us to travel. We're trying to plan on doing more travel and like booking and scheduling, and things are coming back online. I got an email recently about a different event that happens every year that I used to be a part of every year. And it hasn't happened since the last one was in 2020, right before things went dark. And so it's been a lot. And I think something that I didn't realize is creating during a super fucking stressful time, took its toll. And I still can't figure out how to recharge my batteries. If you listen to Sean and I's podcast, you'll know that I've been doing this weird thing in my sleep where I escape through the bottom of the sheets out the end of our bed. And we have a little bench there. So I crawl onto the bench and then I get up and then I'm like, what am I doing? But in my dreams, I'm trying to escape and I must escape. And not that I put a bunch of stock in dreams, but it's definitely my feelings right now. It's how do I escape? I don't know. I don't even know what. That's probably the problem. That's probably why it's coming out in my dreams. And also I haven't found a therapist that I like here yet. So there's that. And and I don't mean to complain either. I don't want this to just be me ranting and complaining. But something happened that I haven't talked about, and this is why I'm already crying, is that my grandmother passed away. And she was one of those people I just had a really wonderful relationship with. Her and I shared a lot of random things. We both have deja vu and more than we want to admit. And we've always felt like it was the universe, or she's very religious. So it was always God speaking to her. And so we've always commiserated or connected over that. And I think overall, there's just been a lot. It's just been too much for me to talk about. And I didn't go home for the funeral, which is really unlike me, but I felt it was one of the first times I set a boundary for myself and held it. Because I was just there. For those of you who don't know, I went back home to Washington in early December, right after my grandma turned 86, and spent the whole day with her, actually taking her to the hospital because she had pneumonia, and she had to get chest x-rays and all this stuff. And we sat down for lunch in between the urgent care and the hospital. And sorry if you hear a leaf blower outside. Can't control the park across the street is getting their stuff taken care of. Anyways, and we sat down, we had breakfast at 11:30 at this little diner. And she said, Katie, even though this is kind of a stressful day, I'm really glad we got to spend this time. And I was like, you know what? Me too. And I just miss her. She was such an important part of my life. And I was talking to my uncle about the other day, and he's like, it's just a changing of the guards. She was my last grandparent that I had, and I knew once my papa died, she didn't really want to be here anymore. And I've never witnessed that before. For anybody who has, I'm sorry that you had to see that happen with a loved one. It's so, it stirs up so much. It's like, I don't want to be selfish and tell her she should stay for me, right? That's not healthy. That's how I feel. And then I also know how much she misses Papa and just didn't, he was the love of her life. They were together for, I don't even know, 66 years, 67, I don't know, some crazy amount of time, you guys. And anyway, so because I was just home, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Because I was just home visiting and just spent that time with her, I didn't feel there was any need for me to go to the funeral, because I usually go to funerals. I hate funerals, by the way. Does anybody like them? I don't think so. I hate funerals, but I usually go to them for other people. Like, I went to my dad's for my mom, because my brother was still in the Peace Corps and he wasn't going to be there, and I didn't want her to be alone with it. Also, you know, I'm his daughter. I felt like to not be there would be really messed up. So I went to that, and then I went to my papa's for my grandma. I sat next to her during it, and she wanted to hold my hand and all the way out and let's leave. And, you know, she wanted me to help her, and I needed to be there for her. But when it came to grandma passing away, I talked to my aunts and my uncles and my cousins and my mom, and everybody was like, you were just here a couple weeks ago. And so I didn't. And I don't know if I don't think that's why this is hard. I feel like that was best for me, because if I'd gone, it would have been so emotionally taxing and so overwhelming. I was afraid I'd get sick or catch COVID or give it to someone else. It just felt like too much. And I'm just having a hard time with it. And I think it's like, it's one part, but it's like this huge, and now we're like, there's war happening. And I was crying watching the news the other morning, watching people in the Ukraine try to get on trains and stuck in traffic, trying to get out of the city. It's just, does anybody else just feel like it's just too fucking much? Sometimes I just want to stand outside and scream, because I'm like, how is this happening? And there was a meme that one of my friends, Sarah Rose, shared the other day that just totally resonated with me. It was like, someone tweeted, so I guess we're just going to tippity tap through our work and do our work, even though, or through a pandemic and now a war. Okay. And that's how it feels. Like, oh, we just have to go about our life, even though the world is imploding again. And that doesn't even account for things that happen in our real life, right? Those are things happening in the world. And overall, if you've been feeling that from me, it's because I've been feeling it, but I never know how to talk about it, because this channel is not really about me, and I don't want to turn it into a channel that's all about me, because that's not why I started this. If you, but please don't, but if you watch back to my first video, my purpose is just to help one person, to put educational information out there that's helpful for people. And that's just what I've always just tried to do. That's still what it is. And so it's not really, it's not a video, it's not a channel that was created to showcase me in my life. I know many of you have gotten to know me over the years, and I've gotten to know you. And so there is that community. And that's why I wanted to be honest about where I'm at and why I may be a little exhausted, or a little maybe short-tempered, or a little tired. I think we're all pretty fucking tired, right? And I don't know. I haven't figured out how to get better yet. So I just wanted to say that, because I think a lot of times people assume because we're therapists, therapists have their shit together, and I have maybe a greater awareness, or I notice it more quickly, when I'm falling into a pit, but it doesn't mean I have all the answers right away. I've been trying to exercise a little more, make time for yoga. I've been trying to call my mom and talk to her more, and been trying to make time for Sean. I made some reservations at restaurants in Austin that we've been wanting to try, and just little things like that can make a big difference for me. But like I said, I haven't found a therapist I've liked yet. I know that's a big part of it. It's also sometimes okay to just feel bad. Life is hard and things happen. It doesn't mean I have to always put it together. Even though I think sometimes I feel that pressure to be like that, but that's just it's not where I'm at right now. And I wish I were. Oh my God, what I wouldn't give to not have had the pandemic or this war and have my grandma and papa back. Right. But I think that's all. That's just the update. So I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. Life is hard. And, I don't even have all of my friends out here in Austin, and it's a tough transition. I have some good friends and I get to see them regularly, and I am blessed to be able to do that. But it's like, I still don't have a full support system set up here. That transition just takes time. And I know my mom's like, you need to get out more and like meet more people. I'm like, tell me something I don't know, but also COVID. So sorry, I really got myself worked up there. Anyway, so if anybody out there is also feeling a little stirred up, a little overwhelmed, tearful watching the fucking news, know that you're not alone. Like, life is still happening. Things are still going on. And it's also world stuff. So there's personal stuff and world stuff. And I think the world stuff is enough to overwhelm anybody. So it's just been a lot. And as someone who's like a caretaker for others, right? I feel like being a mental health care worker is caretaker-esque. And people in the healthcare field in general, we're caring for others. It's been really taxing. And I know burnout rates are high. Many of my colleagues and friends are telling me how burnt out they are. And I'm just feeling that. So I just wanted to come on here and let you know that might be why I've seemed a little burnt or a little tired or a little edgy or overwhelmed or any of those things, or spaced out. I don't know. Like, I've had to redo some podcasts because I'm like, I don't even know if I was making any sense. Heaven help me, right? I don't even know. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you for caring about me. Thanks for asking those questions. Again, if you don't like this kind of videos, you can let me know. My feelings aren't going to be hurt. This channel is not about me. It never will be. But I do feel that it's important for me to be honest about where I'm at, what's happening with me, and why I might be coming across a little bit differently. It's a lot to create. I think all of you might, and I'm not saying create like as a creator. I'm saying in life, it's a lot to continue to create things. You're all at work creating things. You all are. Many of my friends have created other humans, right? And we're creating homes and families, and we're doing things. And it's a lot to do that with everything else that's going on. And anyway, if any of you are feeling this way, I just want you to know you're not alone. And I've got faith that it'll get better. It's also okay to feel like shit sometimes. I'm not saying I like it, but I'm just saying it's unfortunately part of the human condition, and we'll go through these periods. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being there for me, for supporting me a lot of my Patreon patrons and live streams and in Hangouts. I feel like I'm getting just as much out of it. So thank you for that. But even our community as a whole, I'm just really grateful for all of you. And so thanks for caring about me, because I care about you so much. And I'll do my best to be honest. I'll do my best to take care of myself so I can keep, doing what I do. But anyway, it's just been a trying time. Yeah. Okay. I love you. Have a wonderful day. You're not alone. I'll see you soon.